is Denise Credden. I'm a citizen of Seguin, and I will be brief. I just have a couple of points to make. The first is something that I want you to consider, is that if a group of people is this vastly incompetent at putting in an application, how vastly incompetent will they be in running something that could ruin the lives of the people in their country? We all are expected to, apply for driver's licenses, to do our taxes, to do all kinds of things. And if we're not personally able to do that, we hire accountants, we get consultants, these people have showed time and time again that they care very little by continuing to put in these very poor excuses for applications. So please keep that in mind. The other thing is this: I honestly believe that if this dump were being proposed near Houston or Dallas-Fort Worth or a bigger place, this would have been a non-starter. This is not a room of radical environmentalists. You have the cities and the counties and the groundwater people. Democrats and Republicans are agreeing on this, and if you know anything about Texas, that's miraculous. We care a lot, and I want you to give us the same consideration that you would give a bigger place. We are from a rural area. We don't have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of stuff, but we matter.
Again, my name is James Bertram, and I'm here from Lockhart, Texas. And I'm with a group. We have named our group Environmental Protection in the Interest of Caldwell County. And we're over here because this is our state that we're talking about. I know the government process like the back of my hand. I know what government is supposed to do for the people. As an elected official of 18 years, I know it very, very well. The TCEQ is not a permitting agency, and these companies are not your customers. Your agency is in place to protect the citizens, which the agency doesn't have a history of doing, which is why the name change every so many years. TCEQ will be up again for sunset, and I will be at every single one of those hearings, and I will bring up each one of y'all's names that are involved in this permit, and I'll make sure to drive the point home to them that this agency may need to continue to exist, but drastic changes must happen. Please protect the people, protect Texas. That is what your job is. Please do it. I would like to have it on the record, my comments in regards to the liner itself. The decomposition of that organic matter will create in excess of 2,000 degree temperatures. It has that potential anywhere in that landfill, whether it be aerobic or anaerobic. I would also like to have it on the record that the plumes of leakage, the potential plumes for leakage, there is the possibility that the water monitoring wells will not pick it up. I would also like it on the record for the water quality. The environment. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought completely. Air quality, that's where I was going. The traffic that is going to be created by these trucks has the potential to throw this region into a completely different area of air quality that could throw not only these guys, but us over in Lockhart as well, into automatic automobile exhaust emission testing. Just those trucks from these facilities. And it's not fair. These are the customers. I'm your customer, not these companies. I implore you to do the will of God and deny this permit. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't have anyone else that indicated they want to give a formal comment. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to give a comment? Yes?
I was on the list.
What's that?
I was on the list.
I don't understand. Come state your name for the record and we'll pull it.
Okay, my name is Jim Watts. I'm with Stop Post Oak Dump. And my speech has gotten a lot shorter because they stole a lot of my stuff. But anyway, I have a comment and then a little quick speech. The first thing is, I am very disappointed that Mr. Wheatley and this engineering firm that we are supposed to have confidence in has never heard of Dr. Lee. If I was in y'all's business, it would be required reading for every person that works for me. And it's very disappointing that y'all have never heard of him. And that is what y'all said. Very disappointing. First of all, I want to thank certainly TCEQ and y'all for being here. I want to thank everyone out here that's spoken against this threat to our clean water supply. And thanks to everyone for coming tonight. No matter what we've all heard up here today, that this thing is not going to leak or whatever. It is no matter what we've heard, it is a known fact that all dump liners and all leach ed systems will fail. The United States EPA, and several people alluded to this earlier, but I'm going to quote them. The U.S. EPA states even the best liner and leach ed collection system will ultimately fail due to natural deterioration. They go on to state, and I quote, once the unit is closed, the bottom layer of the landfill will deteriorate over time and consequently will not prevent leachate transfer out of the unit. And that's a lot. There was a lot of research went into that. That's all public record, and again, that's in all Dr. Lee's stuff. So again, if I was y'all, I would do a little research on that. Thank you.
Mr. Watts, I want you to know I didn't skip you. You forgot to mark the box.
My bad.
Could you state your name for the record?
My name is Kyle Kutcher. I'm the Precinct 2 County Commissioner in Guadalupe County. I apologize for not signing up to speak, but I thought it was important for someone that represented the county to get up and say something.
Thank you. Before you start, did you fill out a sign-in sheet when you came in?
I did.
Okay, Kathy will pull it for you. Thank you.
Thank you. As we stand here today, gentlemen, water is the most important resource we have in this county and in the state. I think it's pretty apparent by the comments, the questions that have been placed here tonight, and the outcome, the show that you see here. People are concerned about the water and the contamination that would happen in the future if this landfill is placed in the location we're talking about. As one of the fastest growing counties in the state of Texas, we're about 140,000 in population right now. State demographers say we'll be in excess of 325,000 people by 2040. Water will become increasingly more important. As elected officials, we have a responsibility to look out for the health, safety, well-being, and quality of life for all these constituents, residents, taxpayers of our county. I understand that you are not elected officials, but I hope in the review of this application and when you make your determination that instead of just basing it on the laws that are placed there, you also take into consideration the health, safety, well-being, quality of life of these residents that are here, and the contamination that will happen at some point in the future if this landfill is placed over the aquifer. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Did you fill out a sheet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just state your name for the record.
My name is Katie McLean. I live here in Guadalupe County. And I see this, and everybody before me has been politically correct, but I see this as a good old boys club. And how many acres of land do all of us here and not here represent versus the number of acres represented by the landfill? We as property owners, if you refer to Austin American Statesman's article, January 8th, I think, of this year, it has been determined by court we own all the land above, all the land below. We're talking about our property rights. We own the aquifer, the portion that is below our property. Are we going to allow this to be contaminated? I don't think so.
Thank you.